research is conducted in order to explain a visible occurrence. In correlational research, the study is conducted on a minimum of two groups. In most correlation research, there is a level of manipulation which is involved with specific variables being researched, my dear friends. Then the next one is casual comparative research. This type of research attempts to reveal a cause and effect relationship. It is not conducted between the two groups, my dear friends, but explores a statistical relation between two variables. It tries to identify specifically how the different groups are affected by the same circumstances. And then we also have experimental research. The experimental research is guided specially by a hypothesis. More often, experimental research can have several hypotheses. A hypothesis is nothing but a statement which is formulated by the researcher, assuming that there is some sort of relation between two or more variables. And after gathering the information, my dear friends, we are going to put our hypothesis for testing. And once if the hypothesis is proved, then we are going to accept it, or else if it is wrong, we are going to disapprove the statement, my dear friends. Then let us go for qualitative research methods. Qualitative research is a systematic and scientific inquiry which seeks to build a holistic, largely narrative description to inform the researcher's understanding of a social or cultural phenomena. There are four major types of qualitative research design. They are phenomenology, ethnography, case studies, field studies, grounded theory, studies, naturalistic inquiry, observational studies, interview studies, descriptive studies, and so on. So, the first one is phenomenology. The term is used by different authors, cause confusing, and the use of the term is one example. However, it is also used to describe a particular type of qualitative research. Literally, phenomenology means the study of a social phenomena. Phenomena is nothing but it can be an event, a situation, experience, or concept. Phenomenology is a way of describing something that exists as an integral part of the world in which we are living. For example, right now elections are going on. We can go and describe how the election process is going on. Or else, right now, we can see there is a conflict going on between Russia and Ukraine. You can see what are the causes for the conflicts and what is the situation exactly in Russia and Ukraine can be studied. Right now, you can see the president of Iran has been met with an accident and is no more. So you can also study about that. So studying about the social phenomena, we call it as is phenomenology, my dear friends. It is one of the best tools for gathering the qualitative information. Then the next one is ethnography. It involves intense engagement of the researcher with the field site of study over the long term in order to systematically document that everyday lives, behavior, and interactions of the community of people. The word ethnography means to write about people or culture. This word ethnos is a Greek word which defines people, and graph means to write. So the etymological meaning of ethnography is to study and write about the people, my dear friends. Ethnography is the study of social interactions, behavior, and perceptions that occur within a group, a team, organization, communities in the natural settings. Ethnographers examine how people make sense of their words in their native circumstances. They try to trace about the roots of these societies, like small society in terms of rural societies, urban societies, and so on. We try to study about how the social system has been arranged, We try to study how the belief system is prevailing and how it is going to influence the human behavior. All this can be studied by this ethnography, my dear friends. Then the third one is case studies. Case study is nothing but a complete in-depth study about an individual, a group of people, a community at large, or a social phenomena or an institution, my dear friends. It is nothing but a holistic study. It can use one method or multiple methods to gather the information in this case study, my dear friends. This case study can be treated both as a qualitative as well as a quantitative approach, my dear friends. The next one is field studies. In the field studies, my dear friends, we go to the people, we go to the natural settings, and we try to gather the information from the people using observation or else interview method, my dear friends. In this, data is collected from the people, and we are going to organize the data which may be related to the organizational and physical environment of users, my dear friends. Participant observation is the best tool to gather the qualitative information from the people. We use participant observation, interviews, video data collection for the field studies, my dear friends. Then the next one is grounded theory. It is a type of qualitative research methodology which allows the theories to emerge from the data which is collected, from the data which is collected. So based on the data, my dear friends, we are going to process the collected data, code the data, and then we try to make the connections to see whether it is in any way it is linked with the theory or whether it can be useful for gathering of formulating a theory, my dear friends. Then we call it as the grounded theory, my dear friends. Then the next one is document studies. It is also a form of qualitative research where the documents are interpreted by the researcher to give voice and meaning to the assessment topics. So already the documents are there. Based on the documents, my dear friends, we are going to gather the information. For example, we can study the life patterns of people who are living in Hyderabad for the past 400 years, my dear friends. We can get the data from the archives of the library and it can be used for analysis part. Then the next one is naturalistic inquiry. This is a type of study. This is a type of study in which the researcher very carefully observes and records some behavior of phenomena over a prolonged period of time in a natural setting while interfering as little as possible with the subjects of phenomena. For example, I want to study I want to study the responses of the people who have been affected by the cyclones or by the floods, my dear friends, over a period of time. So we are going to call it as naturalistic inquiry. Then the next one is observational studies. In this, we are going to make a correlation research. My dear friends, here we are going to involve the direct observation of social phenomena in the natural settings. Observation is the process of watching someone for some or something with a purpose. Saying something with a purpose, we call it as observation, my dear friends. And observation is an informal action. Remember that, but it can also become formal and can also be used for data collection. Then already we discussed about interview studies and descriptive studies, my dear friends. In this, we have studied about social science research, the definitions of social science research, and then we try to also differentiate between qualitative research and quantitative research, and also the methods which are employed both in qualitative as well as qualitative research, my dear friends. Sorry, guys, there was some technical issue today, and there was a problem. I'll ensure that the problem will not be arise in the coming classes. Let's stop here, guys.